For business news, videos and insights, check out the O2 Business blog by clicking the link on screen or in the description below.
Hey guys, welcome to BTech. Gina here with the Friday update. It was a busy week in the world of smartphones. First up, we got our hands on the brand new Moto G4 and the G4 Plus. So Basil had mixed feelings about these phones. While he couldn't argue with the price or the spec sheet of either, he couldn't help but feel that they'd lost their classic Motorola feeling. The plastic back felt cheaper and thinner than the predecessor, and they've lost that metal Moto accent completely. Still, that's based on mere moments with the phone, so stay tuned for something more conclusive when we get ours in for review. Speaking of reviews, Basil got his full HTC 10 review up. A sound and gaming champion, this phone won Basil over. Make sure you check that out if you haven't seen it yet. We also began a brand new feature this week in partnership with wearable.com, covering everything wearable every Wednesday. If you haven't seen the video yet, make sure you click that little eye in the top right hand corner of the screen. Into news this week, and of course it's all about Google I/O, where Google announced a crazy amount of cool new tech. You've probably seen and heard it all by now, but I'm going to run through the highlights very quickly just in case. Google announced Google Assistant, a major upgrade of Google Now. Google Assistant will be able to answer all of your questions and queries in context and effectively be more useful than Google Now, which we already find more useful than Cortana or Siri, so go Google. Next, Google Home is a speaker which integrates Google Assistant. You'll be able to chat to it and ask it to control various appliances throughout your home using Google Cast. Sort of like Google Now on steroids meets the Samsung SmartThings hub. On to messaging, and Google Allo is a new messaging service that also integrates Google Assistant, while Google Duo is a video call service which will allow you to see the person who's calling even before you answer the phone. That one sounds a little creepy to me. Android Wear got an update to 2.0 which will allow third-party apps to be native to the operating system, while Google also announced it was diving deeper into VR with something called Daydream VR. This is in effect a VR ecosystem. It will allow you to navigate through compatible apps on your phone in your VR headset, so that means you could soon be watching Netflix, window shopping on Amazon, or updating your status all in VR. Finally, Google announced a few more updates to Android N, the most exciting of which is that they still don't have a name for the thing. Yep, if you think that you have a brilliant name for Android N, you can submit it to Google and see if they like it. I will put a link to the website in the description below. In other non-Google related news this week, we've seen a few more leaked photos of the OnePlus 3, this time showcasing a USB Type-C charging port. Rumour has it the next Moto X will be called the Moto Z, and Lenovo has just produced the best teaser ad for it that I've ever seen, hands down. It's very Saved by the Bell come Glee, and you know, I actually love it. It shows the Razr, that good old Razr that we all used to have in its heyday, and the tagline is "Flip back to the Razr days of yesteryear as we look forward to the future." I've got to say I am excited for June the 9th to see what Lenovo pulls out of the bag for this one. Sony also announced an Xperia XA Ultra and are calling it the ultimate phone for selfies with a 16 megapixel front camera with super low light capabilities. And finally, Nokia could soon be rising from the ashes. The company has announced Finnish company HMD will soon be producing Nokia branded Android smartphones and tablets after that whole Microsoft thing has finally come to an end. I can still remember getting my very first Nokia 3315, so I am very excited for this. Let's hope Nokia knocks it out of the park this time. So that was your Google-tastic Friday roundup for this week. Have a brilliant weekend everyone, and I will see you all here next week.
For business news, videos and insights, check out the O2 Business blog by clicking the link on screen or in the description below.